Hello, my ELA students. When Miss Heidi is going to be gone, then I want you to turn to this page 14. That was right there. I think it's page 14 in your workbooks, okay? And you're going to work on adding the correct end punctuation to each sentence. So over here, where it says, you may have eggs or cereal for breakfast. Okay, we just did the interrogative, exclamatory, and declarative sentences, right? And we learned that if we do interrogative, that's when you're asking a question. Okay, so you have to look at this sentence and say, hey, is someone asking a question here? You may have eggs or cereal for breakfast. Are they just saying something? Because that would be declarative. Or are they yelling or excited about something? And if we look at this, to me it seems like they are just saying something. Okay, they're just giving your options. If I say you can go to the park or you can go to the zoo, that's just giving you an option. That's not asking you a question, and that's not yelling. So that would be declarative. And for a declarative sentence, we always put a period. Okay? What about this one? Do we have any bacon? Do we have any bacon? And the way you know that someone's asking you a question is because there's a response waiting. So if someone says, do we have any bacon? We're waiting for someone to answer yes or no. If you say to your mom, do we have any bacon? And she just stares at you, you're gonna say, hello, Mom, did you hear what I said? So if someone says, do we have any bacon? Then the answer is going to be yes or no. So since we're all waiting for an answer to that question, then we know it's a question. That's a nice little giveaway. Okay, so then this would be a question mark. Okay. Number 3 says, no, but we do have sausage. Okay, is a question being asked? No. Is someone excited or angry? No. Someone's just saying something, so it's just a declarative sentence. No, but we do have sausage. And now number 4, so that would be a period as well. Okay, guys? So number 4, that's my favorite. Does someone sound excited? I think someone sounds excited here. So that's my favorite would have, would end in something that, you would think, oh, okay, this is going to end in punctuation that's going to make it seem like I'm excited. I'm not asking the question, so it's not a question mark. I'm not declaring something, so it's not a period. I am excited, so I'm going to add an exclamation point. Okay? Number 5, please make me 2 fried eggs. Please make me 2 fried eggs. Okay. We know that's not a question because that's not something that we need to answer. Okay? It just says, please make me 2 fried eggs. We can answer if we want. The other person can just say, okay, but that's not a question because it's not asking you something. It's not saying, can you please make me 2 fried eggs? So it seems like it's just declaring, and it doesn't seem like anyone's excited or upset. So it's just a declarative. It's not exclamatory either. Number 6, will you have eggs, Olivia? Will you have eggs, Olivia? Okay, that one is actually asking a question. Why do we know that? Because Olivia has to answer, yes, I'll have eggs, or no, thank you, I don't want any eggs. Okay, so then the number 6 will end in a question mark. Okay, number 7, I hate eggs. Oh man, does that sound like someone who's upset? I think so. So since it says I hate eggs, that's an upset person. then we'll add an exclamation point because it's not a question, it's not a declarative statement, and it sounds like someone's upset. So we're going to add an exclamation point. Number 8, fix me a bowl of granola, please. Okay, fix me a bowl of granola, please. Okay, that sounds like something that someone's just saying. Okay, they didn't say, and this is how you usually know if it's a question. It starts with a word that kind of most questions start with. So it would be something like, can you fix me a bowl of granola, please? Kind of like, can we go to the park? Do you like this? So do, can, those are usually start with, those are words that usually start off a question. So if it says, fix me a bowl of granola, please, they're not asking, will you fix me a bowl of granola? They're kind of just telling you to. But then they're saying please at the end, so it's still nice. So this would be declarative, so just a little period. Number 9, will you pass me a banana? Okay, do you have to answer that? Will you pass me a banana? You probably have to say yes or no. And if you see the difference, this one says, will you pass me a banana? Whereas this one says, fix me a bowl of granola, please. So this one's asking, will you do it? And this one's just telling you to do it. Okay? So will you pass me a banana, please? It's a question. They're asking, will you do it? And then you can just put your question mark because we know that's a question. Number 10 says, I love bananas. Okay, that sounds like an excited person, you know? When you love something, you get excited about it. So that would be an exclamation point. Next one says, am I late for school? Okay, am I late for school? That's something that has to be, it's a yes or no question. Either they are late for school or they're not late for school. So that is definitely a question. So we need a question mark for number 11. And then number 12 says, no, please sit down and eat. Okay. So no, please sit down and eat. So that is just telling you to do something. So you can just put a period at the end. It's a declarative statement. So no, please sit down and eat. Doesn't sound like anyone's upset, anyone's excited, so it's not exclamatory. And it doesn't sound like any questions are being asked, so it's just a statement. It's just a declarative statement, okay? So, after you're done putting your punctuation on those, then over here you are going to write 2 declarative statements, 2 interrogative statements. So you put your first 2 here. Okay, so number 1 is here, and it gives you 2 lines for your first sentence that's going to be declarative. And then your second sentence will go here, and it gives you 2 lines for that one. So these first 2 will be declarative. The next ones, 3 and 4, are going to be interrogative, and then the last 2, 5 and 6 over here, are going to be exclamatory sentences. So just don't get confused, and know that for each sentence that you write, you have 2 lines to do so, okay? And I don't want anyone to get really stressed out about this and think, oh my goodness, this is a lot of writing. I don't know how to write all of these. I will give you an idea of kind of, you know, how you write these sentences, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and just grab a little board really quick. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, there we go. Perfect, perfect. Okay, I have my little board, and I'm going to go ahead and write my first declarative statement, okay, my first declarative sentence. And you can write something long, you can write something short and sweet, whatever you want, okay? It doesn't have to be anything specific. So my first declarative statement could say something as simple as, I like candy. Okay, I'm just saying something, I'm just declaring something, but I'm not asking a question. I'm not saying, do you like candy? I'm just saying I like candy. And I'm not yelling it. I'm not like, I love candy. I'm just saying I like candy, okay? And then if you want to write something longer, you can say, I really like sugary, hard candy. Okay, so you can say something like that. And that can be a declarative statement, a declarative sentence. And then you can do something for declarative. You can just say, you know, you can say something that's an opinion. Sleeping is not fun. I like sleeping, but I'm just saying that. And if you want to make it, see, these are both declarative. I'm just giving you, this is number one, and this is also number one. I'm just giving you different sentences you can write. So some of them can be long, and some of them can be short and sweet. So just, you know, you can decide what you want to write. If you want to write longer form, do it. If you want to write shorter sentences, that's fine too. So see how short and sweet that one is? So it shouldn't be something too crazy. If you're struggling to keep up with the writing, then just realize that you don't have to make really long sentences. Just keep it short and sweet, and then you can get your stuff done, okay? And then you can say, if you want to make this longer, you can say, I enjoy playing instead of sleeping. Okay, and then that can be a longer declarative sentence. Okay, if I have my eraser ready to go, you guys. So let me see what I can use. I'll just wipe it with my hand. Actually, I have this little thing from my last video, so I'll use that. Okay, so when we go to our interrogative sentences, okay, so that was 1 and 2, and we're going to go to 3 and 4. When we go to our interrogative statements, that's when we're asking the question. We can ask something simple like, what time is it? Okay. Or we can say, will you be my best friend? Okay, so that's a longer question. Another interrogative question could be, can I play? Or if you want to make it longer, you can say, can I have free time after chores? Okay, and those are both interrogative sentences because they're asking something. So over here, what time is it? We're waiting for an answer. It is, and then you put your time. Will you be my best friend? Sure. Can I play? Not yet. Finish your homework first. Can I have free time after chores? Yes, you may. Okay, so the questions, we are always, they're always going to be interrogative. You're asking a question. You're interrogating someone. Okay, think about that. 2 exclamatory sentences. Okay, this is where we can get either angry or excited. You can say, let's do an angry one first. Don't touch that. Okay, don't touch that. And that can happen when little siblings are touching our things and they don't know how to be careful with it. And we get kind of like upset and frustrated, right? But we shouldn't. We should be patient, and we should make sure we put our things away so that the little ones can't get to our stuff, right? But sometimes we're not perfect and we're like, hey, don't touch that. And the mom's like, hey, don't yell. So that can be a sentence. And even if you don't say that, maybe you're thinking it. Don't touch that. Okay. Or we can say, if we want to say something longer, you can say, don't touch my favorite toy, Lisa. Okay. We can also do one that's not angry. We can do one where we're just excited, and the excited one can be something like, I love swimming. Okay. And then our longer format one can be something like, I always love going swimming at Grandma's house. Okay. So that's how you will write your sentences for this week's homework. Okay. Well, classwork. This is something that we were going to do in class, but Miss Heidi will be gone, so I want you guys to go ahead and do that. And that will be all. We will analyze the sentences, the same ones that we're writing, okay? We will analyze them. So try to write your own. If you can't write your own, then you can obviously use mine. But try to write your own, okay? So that way we have something to analyze. Even if you write, if it's hard to come up with your own, then at least write 1 or 2 that are your own, okay? And the next thing that has to be done is, so the spelling test, we are actually not going to be able to do it until I get back. But what I want you to do is still work on your, still follow your syllabus, okay, guys? So this is just, what we just went over was just the classwork that we would have done if I would be in class. But you still have to follow your syllabus, okay? So the syllabus shows that you have to, we're going to be doing, this week we're finishing up our chapter 13, 14, 15, our story starter number 17, spelling list number 5, and then when Miss Heidi is going to be gone, it's going to be week 6, okay? And we're going to do that work at home that we would have done on Monday, okay? That I just went over these 6 sentences, and the punctuation on the end of the sentences, okay? And then we're also have to do our reading chapter 16, 17, 18, story starters, and our spelling list, okay? And then when Miss Heidi gets back, okay, it will be week 7. When I get back for week 7, we are going to take both of these spelling tests that day, okay? So make sure you study your spelling words, okay? Because we will be taking both spelling tests that day when I get back, okay? Okay, that is all for our work in classwork, because you guys know that we always we take our spelling tests, we share some writing prompts, and And if you know what's a good thing to do too, if this week, the week that I'll be gone, which will start on next Monday, if you guys finish your writing prompts and you want to just share them on the class channel, so your other classmates can read along, that would be great. Sometimes you guys always come up with really great stories, and some kids might want to read it. So if you want to share those on the class channel, that would be great too. Okay, thanks you guys.